the most spectacular amalgamation of a constellation in the sky and the home to the most massive object in the galaxy. Welcome everyone to UTA Planetarium's Weekly Night Sky. My name's Jim Bader, and this week we're talking about Sagittarius the Centaur, otherwise known as the Teapot. Just like Scorpius, Sagittarius is a prominent summer constellation. Sagittarius the Centaur originated from the Babylonian god Pabalsag. Pabalsag was a chimera-like creature that had a human and dog head, a human torso, a horse body, scorpion tail, and wings. The Greeks adopted this depiction of Pabalsag through their story of Crotus. After the death of Crotus, and on behalf of his dear friends, the Muses, Zeus dedicated a constellation to him that would represent all of his skills and passions. He put his torso and head on the body of a horse because he loved to ride horses. He gave him the tail of a satyr for his relation to the satyr god Pan. Finally, he was gifted with a bow and arrow for his great skill in hunting, thus creating the constellation of Sagittarius, which, by the way, is just a Latin word that means archer. Tonight, around 10 p.m., the constellation can be found by looking towards the southeast. Sagittarius, being one of the zodiacal constellations, can be located by using the ecliptic line. You can find the ecliptic line by using the star hopping technique from episode 9 to reach the constellation of Virgo. Follow the ecliptic line to the left, passing over Antares, the bright red star in Scorpius, and stopping right before you arrive at these two bright objects sitting next to each other. You may notice that these two objects seem unnaturally bright and don't appear to twinkle. That's because they are the planets, Jupiter and Saturn. You can also find Sagittarius by looking for Jupiter and Saturn directly. The constellation of Sagittarius is supposed to represent a centaur, but I think the stars look a little bit more like a teapot. The asterism of the teapot can be used to find some rather interesting objects in the sky. Sagittarius sits to the left and slightly on top of the center of the Milky Way, which could represent the steam of the teapot. In the steam sits two of my favorite deep sky objects of the summer sky, the Lagoon Nebula, or Messier 8, and the Trifid Nebula, or Messier 20. While the Lagoon Nebula can actually be seen with the naked eye, you will likely need at least a small telescope to get a good view of the Trifid Nebula. The spout of the teapot represents the arrow that Sagittarius has aimed at the heart of Scorpius. By following the arrow and slightly moving up, you can find the area in which the center of our galaxy lies, marking the location of not just an ordinary black hole, but a super massive black hole, noted by the radio source Sagittarius A star. That's it for this week's episode. Come back next week to learn more about what's up in your backyard. Until next Friday, UTA Planetarium wishes you clear skies. Hello everyone, these videos are designed to help you identify and see what's up at night. Please feel free to follow along with the real sky, or if that's not an option, you can download an application similar to the one we used to make this video. I can recommend Stellarium as a great place to start. Stellarium is a free software that's available for both computers and mobile devices. So whether using a laptop, tablet, or cell phone, you can still follow along. Look for a link in the description.